Long day lay me low.
Our heroes are captured and tortured for information, prodded and probed by the Envy Horde to reveal the secrets of the Tumulti and secure their position as the ultimate species. Will they survive? Will the joining of two new heroes help them overthrow malicious Envy overlords? Will their heroics save the planet? Find out on the epic conclusion to Absolute.
Hello. Welcome. I'm joined by my good friend Will, special
everyone.
guest. Yeah, very happy to have him on. We were on Frege last night, had a good time, and I was going to do a little update on things and invited our good friend here. We were discussing some fun events that happened to him throughout the day.
My meth goblin story?
The meth goblin, yeah. More of those need to be found in the wild, I think. You should open up hunting grounds or something.
Well, when you leave food out for the cat, you're going to get a meth goblin.
You're gonna get a meth. It's just guaranteed, almost like it's a summoning trait. You know, they they thrive on stray cat food. We have a StreamYard in the house. Welcome. Leave it to me to boomer things up. George, what's going on, man? I got George here, Wolverine, Eric. I saw Eric McIntyre up in here.
Now, the guy had no shirt, so I thought it was Wolverine sleeping on my porch at first.
You know what? I hope he's not a meth goblin, but I can understand the confusion. He is a very little man. I believe he's my height. So, yeah. He's 5'6", I believe. So, we share a trait. So I thought I'd go live to talk about the absolute, a couple absolute things. Mainly the print versus the traditional page tier. There has been, just because I don't go far enough in depth, I don't think about it, because my work methods are a little unconventional. But Will, how are you doing today aside from that?
I'm fantastic.
It's always good, man. It's good to have a fantastic day at the LL Gargoyle dropping the eggplant. Things have been pretty well for me the week with the campaign. So you know how it goes with campaigning. Oh, we got to see your stuff last night, man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sorry, my dog is barking. Not a meth goblin. It's somebody else.
No, you're fine. This is a very amateur show, so you're okay.
But I was actually saying this to the panel last night. I'm like the Art Adams of CG, where like I've done all this stuff, no one's seen it, and then probably in the summer you're gonna see it all at once, and it's like, oh, Will wrote a bunch of stuff in like a month. No, I wrote it over a year.
This is actually taking me a while. This isn't spontaneity.
It is aggravating going on a panel and everyone's like, so tell us about your project. I can't. Like,
I wrote something.
You
can't know about it, but I did it, or I'm doing it. Yeah.
It's so exciting that you can't hear about it. So it gets a little aggravating, but it was so nice to actually show the audience something I've done, because it's there you go. I wrote something.
Now, is Frege keeping it hush hush, or is that your choice?
Well, in terms of what? In terms of other things?
No, yeah, like the other things that you can't talk about.
Because they all involve someone else. So, for example, when it comes to the Incredible Comic stuff, I develop, a bunch. I'm developing a couple of other projects for Dan, but they're top secret.
Right. Yeah.
I can't tell you about it, but I put a significant amount of time into, putting the Bibles together, putting the world together, getting the characters, straightened out. Working with Dan on it, talking to him. So that's a significant amount of labor. And then there's another one that's outside of IC with somebody who's also got it on top secret, because they have other projects they have to fulfill, before we can announce ours. So all of this stuff is like June till quarter one next year. But I will say this: it's going to be an extremely exciting summer for Incredible. Very exciting. Awesome. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Awesome, man. And I got to say hi to Mo, because he's busting my chops already. So, I'm not passive aggressive, Mo. I was just being nice to my guest and not interrupting him. But you know what? You do what you want to do there, Mo. You insult away. No, that's great to hear. And we're going to be bombarded by stuff, and I like that. You know, I want cool content.
Well,
What are
then
you
Dan
confused
also will
about?
be disengaged from everything he's doing, and he'll be doing Incredible Comics full time.
Oh wow! All right, well that's good to hear. That's
So
good
more
news.
streaming, more Dan drawing, more opportunities for stuff like everyone's been asking for, like a Fragtober type of thing.
Yeah,
Because he'll have the time.
yeah, I like the Fragtober stuff, man, but I want to see comics. You know, I want to see
Yeah.
content. So yeah, you know, we all have fun during those drawing streams, those fun times. But yeah, like everybody, I want to see cool artwork, cool stories, and that's why we got into this stuff.
But it's
So,
a form of content, you know, like if you see him every couple
yeah, you
days.
see, yeah, and you get engaged with him and stuff like that. So it's cool. And like I was telling everybody, last night reminded me of like kind of like the good old days, like when things kind of first started. We just all jump in and have fun and have a good time, and it was nice. It was refreshing. But yeah, so I am. What I'm doing here is I'm going to show a couple things actually first. Dan Plagle, Christopher John, and Luke Aglietta, or better known as Death Metal Hero, are all doing trading cards for me. I have Plagle finished his last night, but I have the pencils for it.
The
up
hell
on
you
my
say? He finished last night. He's so slow.
He's so slow. It took him long enough. I mean, he was only working on it for about 20 minutes. So I was like, dude, what's the hold up?
He could have towed a crackhead, you know, back and forth across town by that time.
Yeah, exactly. He could have come over to your place and cleared the crackhead off your porch. But yeah, so he inked it up. It's beautiful. I'm going to show the pencils. It's a photo he took with his phone or something, so it's not the best quality.
Thank you, Gargoyle. I suppose that's a compliment.
Yeah. There you
Better
go.
than looking like a butt or something, you know?
Well, Mo said I looked on a previous stream, on Vinny's stream, said I looked younger, and he thought I was at least 60. So thank you, Mo.
You're doing the
appreciate
goat
it.
thing.
Yeah, it's because I shaved. It's not red lighting or anything like that. It's just my baby face showing through. And if I were to shave this, I would look like a 12-year-old boy. So no one wants that. So yeah, here's I'm just going to share the screen rather than the tab because I don't like doing things the way I should. So this is the Dan Plagle trading card here. He like I said, he inked it up last night. It's beautiful. He did a wonderful job with very little reference. So this is going to be colored by me. Yeah, so this is that. He like I said, he totally nailed the character and her attitude, her kind of malicious intent, and the horns look better than what I do them. So I really like this piece. And then I closed out everything like a boomer. All right. What did I do? Oh, I opened a new tab. That's what I did. And then Christopher Johns. This is Christopher Johns' piece. This is going in the mail to me today. So this is a photo of it, but yeah, this is in the mail to me today. I got the tracking number. I'm going to color this one as well. So this character is yet to be named. He'll be named in the second book. Once again, I love style. That's what I love. I love character visions and style. That's why I picked these people, because they have their own style. Like I like traditional comic stuff. Don't get me wrong, but like Will, you know me. I like it when people have like a distinct look.
Well, yeah, your style is very distinct.
Yeah,
At first, I used to call you Eastman Laird. 'Cause you do have that old kind of dual shade looking style. You know?
And I'm not insulted by any of it. You know, it's a high compliment in my opinion.
Then you said Sam Keith, and I went, okay, I see that more now.
Yeah, he's a big influence on my stuff as well. So, and Jonathan Wayshak, if anyone has a chance to go look at his stuff, him as well. But Christopher John, you could tell, Big Matt Herrera, or even Chris Bacallo.
Yeah,
here.
I see Chris in there.
Yeah, and like, somebody had even said Walter Simonson a little bit. I could kind of see that a little bit in here too.
I suppose.
Mainly like in this general area. I think
Maybe because so many straight lines.
that could be it too. But it's got character, and that's what I like. You know.
I can kind of see a Thor sort of Walt Simonson thing going there.
Yeah, like a little bit. It's very subtle if there is any in there. You could pick it up if you really look, but I mainly see Bacallo and Matt Herrera, Roger Cruz, you know, stuff like that. And that's what I love about Christopher John. He's everything he does is just amazing. Like he just nails everything. He puts his the pen in the paper too. So we got Sylvar Ogre here. Welcome.
It's funny you bring up Bacallo, because I remember when Generation X was being teased back in Wizard. That book had some heat behind it, man. Like everyone was like, who is this guy? And he also did Ghost Rider 2099. Remember that cover he did?
Oh, that's right. He did.
It had that foil, like, a kind of gunmetal cover.
Yeah, that foil embossed cover, yeah. Wasn't it embossed? I could have sworn it was.
It had, like, a gunmetal feel to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it had something to it. I do vaguely remember that. I didn't know he did that.
And it was sort of, I think, a homage to the Mark Texiera cover of Ghost Rider.
Dude. Texiera, I love his work. Beautiful stuff.
I can see you like that, too, like the real thickness of it.
Yeah. Like I said, I like people that have distinctness to them. I do like, people that do comic stuff. Like
Jay Lee, I'm sure you like.
Jay Lee was also a big influence on the earlier stages of Absolute.
X-File, X Factor, Jay Lee?
Yeah.
Or like, which Jay Lee?
More or less like Inhumans Jay Lee.
Okay. So you didn't buy, like, what was it called? Hellbound?
Hellshock. Yeah. Like, I like that weird sharp points that he puts on things, like it tapers off and just to a straight point, like a razor cut it in his shadows. I love that. I don't. So some of that was earlier in the Absolute, and
I thought you would also like Man-Bat as well, right? Like Cybernary, Nick Man-Bat. Remember him?
I know who Man-Bat is. Cybernary, yeah, I remember.
It was in the back of the Deathblow book when you turned it over. It was his story.
I thought Canetti did Cybernary.
No, maybe the newer Cybernary, but the original Cybernary came on the back of...
Dude, that stuff was gritty. It was
Jim Lee's Deathblow run.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run, too. But
unfortunately, Nick Man-Bat got sick very early and he died, so he kind of like burned really bright for a second and then went away.
I never knew. I was always wondering what happened to that artist, because I remember those books, and I remember just how, like I said, how gritty and just stylized they were, and I loved it. And obviously the internet didn't exist, so all of a sudden nothing. So
yeah, he died, I think he died of cancer. Like a young man, in his 20s, he died.
Dude, that's horrible when people die young like that, especially when they're talented and good people. So Eric McIntyre.
Because he certainly had a distinct look.
Yeah, he did, man. It was like I said, it's great stuff. One of these days, maybe I'll randomly pull one out of my comic box when I do
check it out. Revisit those.
Well, no, I do a thing on YouTube where, excuse me while I whip this out, and I randomly pull out a comic. So, and I just...
So that's what that is. Okay,
that's what that is.
It. Because, I've heard that before, and I've been fooled.
You've been fooled a couple times.
I have been fooled before.
Yeah. Fool me 3 times.
Fool me 10 times.
Yeah, but I don't really review the thing that much. Like, I may not even have read it before.
I'm not reviewing your thing, Jason.
No.
We're not doing that.
You know what? I don't really want anyone to review my thing. I already know the disappointment that it is. So, welcome, Pops. Hey, how's it going, man? So that's the Christopher John trading card. Gorgeous stuff. I love it. Let me close this tab out and boomer everything.
And he's in a Black Flag 0.5, by the way. So.
Ooh. Yeah, that's right. He did the
ice cream truck and the kind of spawny Dan in his rabbit suit.
Yeah, he did that. But he did something for a 0.5.
I've actually, if you want to share my screen, I've actually got it right here.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me see. So you can refresh everyone's memory on it.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime I get show off cool stuff.
Come on.
I didn't even ask Dan if he found my piece. I'm not going to. It's okay.
So that's one.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then here's the other one. We're still putting together the issue, so things are subject to change. So
right, yeah.
Here's the other one. This one is my favorite one.
Oh.
Because you've got the bumper
so cool.
Of pouches.
Yeah.
You've got the many bullets.
That's so awesome, man. See, it's style, it's character. It has movement, even though, it's great stuff, man.
And then...
do you know who colored it?
No.
No, okay. Well, he's got a mysterious colorist, so I didn't know if that was the guy who did it or if it was like somebody else.
And you guys have seen... I'm going to show you guys the black and white because it's much cooler. But Dan teased this in an update, so it's public. It's out there. But check this one out. This is Matt Weldon's first double pager in his Bubble and Spot story in 0.5.
Oh, yeah.
Dan shared this in the update, the colored version. But I like the black and white. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a fan of line work.
Let's have a look at that one to refresh everyone's memory. So there's that. So that's the first 2 pages.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Look at all that action going on in there.
That's sick, man.
So the idea here is that it's kind of an inversion of Spot's story, Monsters, in the preview edition of Black Flag, where he's the star. Mm-hmm. This one, Bubble's the star. So he's kind of following her, through their playtime, let's call it that. And there's a lot going on, and so if you know these monsters, you know Black Flag, you know what they are.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
If you guys like pirates, I got a pirate story.
I got one.
Story. I got it out of me.
Oh, look at that! You got a pirate story. There you go.
You all have a pirate story, and there's the Pirate King. So this will be coming fully colored, along with 3 other pages of this story, followed by Charlie Snogans, which you saw last night.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
Shelby. So,
yeah, that's gonna be so awesome.
There you guys go.
Yeah,
a little exclusive black and white for you.
Exclusive black and white stuff. I love black and white. You know me. Mainly, I like color. Like I told everybody, I do like color. Don't get me wrong, but it just tends to overblow the line work, and you don't see a lot of stuff that the person did.
I will say this about Weldon though, that I find fascinating is that if you look at his stuff like Punchline, he does enough negative space in his drawings that it really lends itself to color.
Yeah, a good penciler who knows it's going to be colored anyway can, utilize their talents fine to make room for the colors to work and play.
So I think Punchline looks beautiful.
Welcome, Amanda B. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm excited for everything that's coming out of your neck of the woods there.
I'm excited. Now you guys can see that I actually do something.
I'm actually working. I swear. It's awesome stuff, man. Thank you for sharing that. That's great.
I wanted someone to see the black and whites.
Yeah, dude. Thank you. That's beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And you saw it here on Unhinged Entertainment. So this is the digital line art from the page, right? Okay. So that's that. And I'm gonna make this bigger so you could kind of see. You can see that, kind of keep a snapshot of it in your noggin. And so this is what, once I make myself big, this is what I did. Like, see, I'm adding all the cross-hatching, all the details. Like, you saw the little monster guy. I put way more into him. I shadowed him. I did everything. This is what's going to be in the book. Like, even her hair, it was solid black, but I inked over it again and added more like highlight and stuff like that, a distinction. So there's more work. There's even more like content, more characters that I added that weren't initially in it. So like I'll zoom down on the so you take a snapshot of even that in your noggin here real quick. So let me hold this up and I'll share my screen so you can see that. I don't want to remove it. I want to add it.
It's like I said, it's kind of it's a hopped up version of what you did with the prints.
Yeah, it is, but it's like I said with the prints though. Like those are printed out specifically to be prints. This is just like there's
it's just a guide. It's a coloring book.
It's kind of like a coloring book, but I'm adding it's a guide. It's no different than really drawing the pencils and then going over it in pen and ink.
Yeah, you can't see blue, so you have to.
Right. I have a hard. I really can't see the blue, and I have a very difficult time seeing pencil. So if you even like look at how much is different that is compared to the tentacle here. You know what I mean?
So to kind of clarify to the backers, essentially, if you could see blue, what you would do is you print out a blue line page,
right,
and then you would just traditionally ink it and create a piece of art. But unfortunately, you can't do that. You have to print some black lines.
Correct.
So it's merely based on the fact that you have a disability. It's not because you're trying to
I'm not trying to pull anything over on anybody. I'm always all about transparency. But
that's why he's doing it this way, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, correct.
He has to.
Correct. Now, just because I can't see blue doesn't mean I don't print them up on the non-photo. Because I have my own non-photo blue paper, but I do all the panels in digital format, so I keep them within. I have that as a guide to know what's going to get trimmed out and what's going to get cut. So I kind of need the guide there. Mm-hmm. But so I do have. So the pages are going to be on my non-photo blue paper. So it's not like it's like even if you get actually the digital, it's still on there too. But you can tell the digital. Also, this is pen and ink. So this is gritty. Like you could run your hand over it and you could feel texture.
Well, also, even on the print side, nobody does that, where they do a little bit of an embellishment on a print to make it unique.
Right.
You know?
And, well, not only that, like on the digital pages themselves, like I was talking to you earlier about, I am adding some live ink over that. So unless you know, and it's still going to look identical. So unless you know, though, how much pressure I put on things, you can't mimic it. It'll also be high res, obviously. It'll be the highest quality there is. It'll have my blue line. So there's no way to duplicate it unless I duplicate it, which I can't even duplicate it because I don't know what lines I went over. So you know what I mean? It's like everything that I have is like set up the way it is for a reason. And a lot of it is because of my visual impairment. So like I said, like you're getting, if you back the traditional page perk, yeah, there, like I tell everybody, there's about 20% digital in there. It's a mixed media format. So I have to do that though, so I can see what I actually have up there. I can still make plenty of mistakes and have to use the whiteout and stuff like that when I'm doing it traditionally. So it's not like I'm trying to cheat, which I don't even think there's a way anyway. But
no, I was just confused between them, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I clarify it okay?
Well, yeah, because when you said, I forgot that you had said that you have this disability where you have a hard time seeing lines.
Right.
That makes perfect sense now.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, why does he just do it the way Dan does it? And Dan is doing, obviously he's doing it digital, so he renders tight, but then he prints that out, sends it to Shelby.
And Shelby inks it up.
And Shelby inks it, so it becomes an original piece of art.
Right. Like if I were to show this one, if I were to pull up the line work anyway, like this top half here, I actually put in a lot of these monsters up without anything there. So I like made them. I went in with ink and I actually just made them in the page. So they're not even in the
you can see it now. That's why.
Right. I could see where the main shapes were, and I was able to just digital. But I'm like, okay, well, I have space here, so I'm going to just put in a monster here that I can fit them in. So like this guy here, I think is completely traditional. So like there are parts of it that I just toss in. Like her hair, yeah, I have it blackened out digital format, but when I printed it, I went back over it. Plus I added some white splatter for blood, that she's like slaughtering everybody. So and a lot of these guys down here, some of these guys are made up on the page as well. Now, like this one, the print version might be different because I got to go in and add some zipatone in the background and stuff like that. So, but that's just like that's not really a cheat or a backer or anything like that. That's just what a lot of people do these days based on the materials they have at hand. Zipatone is a pain to work with, so a lot of people just do it digitally. But so you get a traditional page, you're getting traditional artwork. You're getting.
I'm an art whore, so where I can get it. So.
Yeah, and sadly enough, the Max cover did sell, so that's the only colored piece that I have in the book, and that was watercolor with acrylic paint and stuff like that. So thank you to the backer, but somebody else can't get it now. But yeah, so that's something I kind of wanted to just clarify up to the backers, anyone who backs it. Thank you very much, sir.
And hello, Luke. Thank you.
Oh, Luke's here?
Yeah, he said what up, and we were talking, and I didn't see it.
No, yeah, you're fine, man. Thank you for keeping it. I like that's why I usually have somebody else in though, is to help read the chat because I have to do this way. I have to highlight each person to read it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I know that the way I do things can be a little unorthodox and a little confusing, but I got to work with what I can work with based on my inability to do certain things the way normal people do them.
Right.
So, like, that's one thing. Like, Plague is insanely quick, and I watch him, and I'm envious because I can see him go over lines, just do fast. And that's also because he can see what he's doing, so he can work, faster and go over those lines. It takes me a lot longer to do stuff like that. Like the poster I'm doing digitally, that's all digital. There's no thing like that. But, yeah.
Well, I do want to add this, because this is something that I was impressed by the first campaign. And it's not just the art, which is beautiful, and the story, which is great. But what I'm talking about is the graphic design of the books themselves. The books themselves are beautiful. I really do love the black-white. And that continuity is carrying over into the two. And it just looks very handsome when you lay them out next to each other. And I'm a big fan of uniformity like that and symmetry. So, I don't know, that black and white is just really tasty looking next to each other.
Yeah, and thank you. And that is intentional, actually. Like I even said, in another stream, the Max cover, like the Max cover actually has an all black background with the Max on it and the red spot. I purposely left it blank for the white because to keep things cohesive, even though it's a white, there's color on it, it still fits next to everything else. It still fits in with the continuity of that black and white feel. And also, is another thing is his graphic design point is something as much of people don't like his personality and it's anyway. Eric Larson, he even said, have a title font or something you could read from a mile away, like across from the room, have it stand out. And I was like, well, yeah, that's also cool, but you could do that with the cover too. That's why the first cover of Absolute Book 1 has the girl, just the solo girl on the side.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it pops, man. It really stands out. If that were to be on a comic book rack, you would see it in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, actually, somebody had shared to your boy Zach their Ironside things, and they had all their CG books up there. And Absolute was like in the back corner, dude. It was just blatantly there, like your eye just went right to it because it's just pure whiteness with Absolute, and like you could kind of see the girl, but it stuck out. And I purposely did this like design type format with it. So I'm glad you actually noticed that.
Yeah, because it's clean, and I like the cleanliness of it.
Yeah.
Whenever I can see that, my eye will always go to things like that.
Yeah, you could tell when somebody actually did something intentionally for a cohesive purpose or flow of the book, or like an intentional way to make you see it.
And yes, Amanda, I'm always slick complimenting like that.
Yeah, I like Amanda. She's cool people. And you got Greg up in here. Yeah. But yeah, that's one reason why I kind of want to do a short, kind of a short stream, really a live stream, because they get people in here and people can watch the replay. I mean, like I said, it's going to be short also because I got to cook dinner for my nephews and stuff like that. I mean, but it was to clarify a couple points that I don't really get to address on streams. I'm usually on streams with like 2 or 3 other people, and I only have so much time to get across these things. I hadn't had time to show Christopher John's trading card or play goals because I always either forget or there's just not enough time in within the stream. And I like showing off my original stuff, but some people are like, well, wait a minute, he keeps saying digital. It's like, well, there's a reason. It's not a once over or anything like that. It's just and it's not to say I can't see pencil. I just can't see it well enough to do these fast enough anyway. So I do, and also when I do, 90% of the time what I ink over isn't even the pencil line because I kind of have to look up and up and down and up and down. It's a pain. It's a hassle, and it's ridiculous, man. What I get, like, it's fun. I'm used to it, but it's still time consuming and a little frustrating. Hello.
Are we calling it soon, or because if we are, because I want to show everybody who wasn't watching last night. I want to show a couple of the Snogans things because that came up real quick. Dan was drunk. He's like, "Here's the Snogans, man," and then he took it right off.
Yeah, Dan was 3 sheets, man. I kind of felt bad that he did get that way because I don't know if he got that way because he wasn't used to hanging out with the fellas. And
no, so I think he was just enjoying his night, and he was enjoying his night. It was actually turned into a very fun.
It was fun. It was fun. I had a good time.
He did throw this up there for about a minute. And it was all squished together, so
yeah, show it up, man.
Show you something if you guys want to see it.
I'm done ramping. I mean, I could always go on. I can go on forever. I could start.
There's one. There's the first page of his story.
Oh yeah.
So, you got a church and you got World War I. I wanted to get that stuck in there somewhere. So, and Charlie's the guy to draw such things.
Yeah,
and I just love this panel here. It's very arresting that.
Which one? I don't know. I don't know which one.
The first panel with the crucifix.
Oh yeah. That's the one I assumed you were talking about, but I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't see your cursor.
So that is the first page, but the second page, I don't know. It's a toss up between the second and third page for me. So let me show you guys that one because why not? Dan already showed off. So.
Yeah, he showed it. That means you're allowed. Yeah.
Yep. And
yeah, who else is saying they were hush hush too about things? I think it was Phil Diaz. We had him on a stream, and he was like talking about his.
That one.
Oh wow, man!
So Amanda, this is Black Flag 0.5. This is a supplemental book that was unlocked as a stretch goal. You will get with your Black Flag if you did buy it. Every backer gets one.
Yeah.
So this is and the supplemental book is sort of like it's an anthology, full of origin stories and things like that, and pinups, but there's 4 or 5 really meaty stories in there. So there's about 15 pages of story, and the rest are kind of pinups and things like that, and some art from fans. But as you can see, we've got Charlie Snogans in here, and he drew a wonderful Saturn. So that's all I'll say about this demon. That's there devouring World War I soldiers.
Well, keep it up. I just want to say hi to Max real quick, and I want to show that beautiful blueness on the bottom corner there.
Yep. I won't tell you what any of this stuff is.
No. It's gorgeous stuff. I love the last panel too. That's cool, man.
And so this is the last page, and this one, I think, because of the last panel, is my favorite one, maybe. Which would be this one. You got it?
Yeah. Wow, look at this.
I just love that last panel there. So
so cool. Dude, this is going to be so awesome.
And I love how he gave that sickly, toxic gas color there, So
he's coloring it too?
Yeah, he colored all 3 pages.
Oh, man, I hate my life. Wow. These are beautiful. Yeah.
So he, Braden takes out this demon, gets rid of him, and the rest is history.
That's awesome.
But it'll make sense once I put the the words.
Once there's words in there.
Once I put the words and shit in the pages, it'll make sense. So there you go. That's your Charlie Snogans Black Flag, and I based that monster off of a very well known painting, Saturn Devours His Own by Francisco Goya. If you guys are wondering,
I've heard of that. I've heard of that painting. Yeah. And I know who Goya is, obviously. Welcome, Bancroft. We got the Aussie, the balloon.
Oh, Bancroft just missed it.
No, he didn't.
Well, he better have been here the whole time.
He doesn't. He was in the chat. Somebody else said hi to him earlier.
Okay, good. So he saw it.
I think he saw the last one. Yeah. No, I mean, I like everybody's wondering what's going on and stuff, and I was just you could watch the replay if you want, but I was just clarifying some things between digital and traditional as far as my campaign goes. I invited Will on because, hey, he's a friend, and I wanted to have a co-host as well, and why not have anyone better than Mr. Will Perdomo? And we got to see some beautiful Black Flag stuff, and so.
And go rewatch Dan's stream last night, and you'll see some of the drunken commentary.
Some of the drunken glory that was displayed. Yes, and very neat page art. Yeah, Snogans is a beast, and he's somebody that Luke and I have been trying to get onto topic list for a while, but we know he's very busy.
He's also just a genuinely good man.
Yeah, he is, man.
So
from last time I saw him was in the Inktober streams, and you could tell he just loves what he does, and he's got a great personality, and he's a genuine individual. He
tries to act like he doesn't know he's a shit. Put it that way.
Yeah, he does, and he is. He knows it. That's why everybody wants him to do stuff for them. We got the chat's moving like crazy. I can't keep up. I don't know how people do this. I don't know how Frege and everybody does this. Like they get like hundreds of people just talking. I don't know how they do this crap.
And he'll lapse into that voice and what up, everyone?
What up, everyone?
Hey,
hey, you got Plagle up in here too.
Hey, Plagle, how you doing? Wolverine.
I hope you got a shirt on.
You got it back from the cleaners. Boob Dad Art. I known that man going way back.
Going 30 years now. Got Hockey. Welcome, man. Yeah, it's a short one, everybody. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to end it now or
Story of my life.
I mean, as long as I get mine, that's all I care about. I could show a little bit. I could talk about the art auction. I don't know if Dan even knows about it. Or if you know about it. Have you heard about the art auction?
I've heard it around the campfire.
Yeah, okay. So the art auction is going to be this Saturday on Red Valkyrie. It's going to be 4 time slots, 2 hours each. So you got to accommodate time zones. So you got 8 to 10 in the morning, then 12 to 2, then 4 to 6, and then 8 to 10 or whenever it closes, all Eastern Standard Times, U.S. But, we have a bunch of great
Who's hawking? Is it you and who else is hawking?
Oh, man, we got a crap ton of people. It's ridiculous. We got Vinny Art. We got We got Carl Stefan. We got Russ Leach. We got 656 Comics. I think Shelby. I think he's in there. I'm not 100%.
Of course he is.
I think he is. Max Works is going to be there. Luke. Me. Dude, I can't. I'm having a hard time thinking.
Shelby's crazy, man. Like I saw his art tiers. I'm like, you're insane.
Yeah, he's also quick though too.
But you see what I mean? But you get the art plus all that crap.
Yeah.
For like $140 or something.
But I like that because that's what the fans want. They want a lot of crap. You're putting out
not crap, but you know what I mean. You get a lot of goodies.
I say crap just as a general term. It's beautiful work. I call my crap. I call Fragus crap. So it's not crap by any stretch of the means, but it's just a quick term for me that I throw around. Yeah, dude. But it only costs so much to print out the book, so why not just add on a bunch of other crap? Give them more crap on top of the crap. So yeah. But yeah, so we got a lot of artists.
I will personally crap in every 100th mailer.
Crap in them. Get that crap. Bancroft even mentioned there's like a 10% chance Bancroft will be on the auction as well. Very slim chance, but I got stuff just to auction off, like
that elusive Aussie.
He is in a very elusive Aussie. Well, his head can only fit on so many streams at once. So. But yeah, so like I'm gonna just auction off stuff like this.
Pull back on that. So,
it's 11 by 17, but it's mainly his face is mainly what I kind of doodled on a topicless stream. I got a little bit of the arm in there too, like stuff like that. But I also have like more less defined stuff. Like I have a David Bowie piece I'm gonna toss in.
That's cool.
Thanks, man.
That's a nice one to have on there.
Yeah, with a little more artistic approach to a stylized thing or something. This is the kind of stuff I'm going to have. Here's a Max piece that I did.
Oh, yeah.
Do you need to answer that?
No, that's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
If anybody's calling that line, it's not important.
Okay. Yeah, so like this is the kind of stuff I'm going to have on there. I have a little more detailed stuff, a little stuff that's just super sketchy. Price ranges will be very vast. Like Rush Leach has shown some of his stuff that he's going to have on, and I shared some of it too, and it's beautiful. The auction is going to be fantastic. I encourage anyone who's an artist to contact me, Shay, Cy, or Luke, Death Metal Hero, on Twitter and DM us. We will get your information and hook you up. We got 9 Realms Comics.
There'd be Odin.
Yes, welcome.
Playing around with his Raven.
Playing with his Raven? He's got Odin. I see what you did there.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Eric McIntyre. Yeah. But yeah, so everybody, like I said, there's 4 time slots. So if you're an artist and you want to be on, whether or not you've got a campaign, whether or not you're CG, it doesn't matter. You want to try to sell stuff.
I did this and I'm selling it.
Look at this. Look at what Will's got. Look at this.
I'm selling this. I did this very lovingly.
Look at that. Yeah, he just
don't pay attention to the signature. It's
no. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Yeah. That's just a pseudonym. Yeah, it's
give you an idea of what's to expect from Black Flag when I keep this, pinned up next to me. I actually counted beautiful. Every one of these bullets try to win that Stephen Platt design.
Did you win?
That was up for grabs in that Wizard issue.
Did you win?
Hell no, but I wanted to.
That's cool stuff, man. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if anybody in the Incredible Realm aside from Shelby. Like I said, I'm not sure he's in it. I think he is. But if anyone knows about it or not, it's a small auction. It's for people who don't have deep pockets. It's not an EBS auction, which is why I didn't hit up a lot of the big names, like big names. Like I have big names, like Vinny's on there. So, but
big Vinny.
Yeah, we got Vinny. We got Vinny. Hey.
He's gonna cracken over my head.
I was on the stream with him today, and he was like, "There is a kraken in the book."
I created a shtick like, "There's a kraken in it."
He's like, "There is a kraken in the book. Don't worry." It's like, "Don't worry, buddy." Yeah, it was hilarious. I just started laughing. I was like now he's stuck with that. So he's
like, "Don't do an M Night on me."
Yeah. Well, it's like the name of the ship is the Kraken. It's like
I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah, you got to have a Kraken in there. You got to have an actual monster in the Kraken. So, so are you allowed to reveal? I know you're very tight-lipped, but are you allowed to reveal any story pertaining to any of the projects that you're working on, or are you just? Hey, Shadowhawk.
Let me give it a quick thought.
Yeah, I'm
speaking,
gonna.
But you need to read the chat now.
No, I'll look at the chat. Yeah. I'll try to anyway because they're. Yeah, I got Frog G. Hail, brother. Yeah, Rick Saylor in the house. Welcome, sir. Yeah, and like I said, Frog G's the Link Master up in here. Yeah, welcome, Froggy. Honestly, man, this is the most people I've ever had in a stream. You're good luck. Look at that. Yeah. Your tight-lippedness is.
I'm a good co-host. I make the host look good.
Something like this is easy to look good.
That's my job. It ain't Will Hinged. It's unhinged.
It's not Will Hinged. That's what I should have titled it. I should have titled it Will Hinged.
This is your hood. I gotta.
This is my hood. Yeah. There is a tier of a trading card tier actually that got sold out. Frog G is going to be one of the trading cards that everyone gets. I'm going to do them up, and everyone's going to get a Frog G trading card. We've been in talks. Yeah, it's going to be great.
I mean, there's not much I can say other than, there's going to be a moment where there's going to be like a shotgun blast of incredible comic stuff, and we just don't want to overwhelm you guys because you don't have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to back these things. So yeah,
right. But it's great stuff. It's a coherent universe. So I'm taking great pains to make everything cohere, right? Like as a greater thing. So when you get the other book, all the books that are going to be coming out, they'll all entwine.
You guys are building a whole universe.
Yeah, so that's why it's called the ICU, which sounds cool. Yeah. By the way,
it does sound cool. By the way. Yeah.
So I can't say anything. There's one other super secret project that'll be revealed in the summer sometime, which is Inside Outside, but it'll be with somebody you guys will all know. So I can't. Because it's the Art Adams thing. I was bitching to Luke about.
I respect that though. I respect the fact that you're staying true though to that tight-lippedness. That you want to say things. You're like on the edge of your seat, but you just can't do it.
That's why I showed you Snow. Frege did it first.
Frege did it first. You got something to show now. There's something to talk about.
And I showed you Weldon. Weldon. He showed Weldon in the. He showed the colored version in the update. So.
Yeah. Which actually I hardly ever pay attention to. So thank you for showing the line art.
The line art. I love Weldon's line art.
Yeah, dude. That's beautiful stuff. I'm envious of people that can do stuff like that because my style is so it's different and I can't. I try to control it sometimes, but it just comes out of me. Like many other things.
6 a.m.'s in there too. He's got a wraparound story.
6 a.m. is in the chat, or is he?
No, he's in the book. So he's got one story up front, but then he had in the inside cover that's in the update. There's a kind of retro '90s video game ad that is also doubling as a recap of the original series.
Oh, dude, I love those video game ads. That's awesome, though.
Like I said, it's in the update, so I can show you guys.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, show it, man.
Let's see. And 6 a.m. is like one of the coolest people on the planet. So
yeah, I love his stuff, man. He's very stylish. Like I said, I like style. I like unique voices. So
okay, here. So this, I'll show you guys this. Come on, open.
Open.
There you go.
Oh, all right. Open me up.
So.
Oh, I like it when you open me.
Share. There's so this would be split down the middle, and
so cool.
This wraps around the book and the inside.
Yeah.
And you guys can already see it looks like a TurboGrafx 16 ad.
Yeah, dude, that's so awesome.
So, and all the kind of moments from the original series are in here. The monsters moment, the escape of Gorilla, that dream that Sniper has with Black Ring, where you can see he did the finish him, thing right there where he punches through his chest. And you got some little Easter eggs here, all different Black Flag characters.
That is just so cool and different. Usually,
even a cartridge he did right there for it.
I'd play this game.
But you remember seeing that? You would see this kind of graphic design in like Wizard and stuff like that.
And old school comic books, or not old school, but still old school to us, I guess. But yeah, dude, they would totally be in there or something like that. I do remember stuff like this in Wizard too. Yeah.
Yeah, you would go to the back of the books and it was like Terminator, the Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, dude, which nobody ever owned.
Right. I scanned a bunch of those. I wanted to kind of look like this.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
He's a beast. He delivered.
That's
Plus,
so cool.
look how cool these little character circles are. Look how greatly designed they are.
Yeah, did he do the fonts as well? Do you know?
He did everything.
Wow.
We work closely together, but in terms of graphically, all him.
That's cool stuff, man. He's got a good eye, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Black Rain's probably my favorite. On the upper right corner. You know, the one looks like he looked like Donald Trump before because he was all orange. And Dan's like, wait a minute, he ain't orange.
He ain't orange.
He's got white hair, damn it, and he's not orange. So,
that's cool stuff, man.
Yeah, so all this stuff, guys, is in the update. If you go and look at the Black Flag page, you'll find the stuff if you want to look at it again. And you can see the colored Weldon version if you want. So
yeah, that's cool stuff.
So that's it. That's so far what we've revealed to the public, just in higher quality here.
Mo Biggs is wondering if Black Flag will ever have the arcade feet trademarked. I don't know what that is. Oh, yeah, that too. Whatever, Mo. No one knows what you're talking about anyway.
I suppose. In the first issue, yes. Yeah.
There you go. Confirmed.
If you like your 90s books, the first issue will satisfy you.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's very that at least that graphic anyway, very reminiscent of that era, and it's just fun stuff. Like, dude, even going back, like I said, I do that. I pull out a comic. I look at the ads. I'm like, oh, look at this stupid little arcade ad that you have back in here for a crappy game that no one ever owned. It's great stuff. So yeah, and I do have to make. Wow, I get 19. I never have this many people in the chat. I do have to make dinner though for the nephews, and I have a stream with Preston. At least I hope he remembers at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. He's in Central Time. So yeah, I gotta hurry up and make dinner.
I think even Dan Plagle did a piece. I mean, I'm so busy that I don't know. I've seen a Plagle piece somewhere.
I'm sure Plagle's got.
Either I've got it or Dan's got it. Dan Fraga's got it.
I'm sure Plagle's got a piece in there. He's probably got 15 pieces.
He just did one just now. In the interim of us saying this, he did one.
He drew Black Flag Part 2 just now. All right, during this stream. See, Plagle, everyone knows that you're quick and have good stuff. So shut your mouth.
I think I'm all right. F you, Plagle.
Yeah, everyone hates you because of it. You're the envy of the world. Yeah. Jason has worse chat interaction than Donnie Cates. Thank you. Wow. I'm highly flattered. I appreciate that, Mo. You flatter me too much, sir. My ego is going to get about as big as Bancroft's in a minute here.
I think Dan is actually wreaking havoc, according to Amanda
in the chat.
In chat, or maybe she's just saying in general he's all over the place because he's done like 50 billion things at once. I don't know what she means by that.
Plagle is on every campaign.
He's so full of love, he just can't help but get some of it on you.
Yeah, exactly. You get the Plagle on you.
Yeah, look at his art. I mean, how can you not get things on people?
It's moist.
Exactly.
It's moist. It's got the moistness. Yeah. Drop them links. Thank you, Will, for coming on. I really appreciate it.
We calling it?
Yeah, I'm going to call it, you don't leave, but I'm going to call it, thank you everybody in the chat for watching. I hope people do catch the replay to find out more about the difference between my all digital, and my traditional work. Because they are traditional, they just have, because of my site, I have to utilize what I can utilize and do what I can do and give you the goodies. So, and everyone, don't forget about the auction on Saturday. Please join. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tell artists, DM us if you want to be in it. And do everything that Facebook too, but do everything that YouTube, they're all the same thing, wants you to do.
Do everything the Beast wants you to do.
Yes, the man in the machine. All right, links are in the description below for Absolute, and also sign up for the Goblin Girl, friend. Show some love.
And if you haven't backed Black Flag yet, it's coming very soon, so now's the time.
Now's the time. Get it while it's hot. Mm-hmm. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Long day, curl